Hello everybody, it's DMC3, and this is my brother.
Hi, I'm Dwayne. How's it going, everybody?
And we're here to talk about autism.
What is autism?
Autism to me is, well, I can give you the technical definition for it. The CDC says that it's a group of developmental disabilities that basically hinder social interaction. I mean, that's like the best answer I can give right now.
Yeah, I can pretty much echo what Dwayne said. It derived, the word autism, part of it derived from a Greek word autos, which means self. So in a way, it means isolated self.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that. Isolated self, the Greek, I gotta use that. I'm gonna use that next time for one of my presentations.
How do you see autism?
I've been taught my whole life to see it not as disabilities, but diffabilities. You know, like different abilities.
Exactly, no?
You know, it's kind of like superpowers in a sense.
Yeah, and I would definitely have to agree with Dwayne on that. 100%.
Drew, when did you first realize that you had autism?
When I was in seventh grade, so see, I was listening to one of Dwayne's presentations about autism, and that's when I first realized that I had it.
So, 7th grade. You're in 7th grade?
Yeah.
So that means what grade am I in? I'm in. I can't remember. I'm 3 years ahead of you, so I want to say 10. Okay, I'm a sophomore in high school, probably.
Yeah.
Probably sophomore in high school. 10th grade. I'm sophomore in high school. Okay.
Dwayne, when did you first realize that you had autism?
I first realized I had autism. Well, I wasn't like fully aware of the ramifications of it or what it would mean until much later. But when I was diagnosed at the age of 3, and basically when I was diagnosed at the age of 3, I kept asking my mom as a young kid why I was making really frequent trips to a doctor's office. And I actually asked her, "Mom, is there something wrong with me?" She told me, "Oh no, there's nothing wrong with you. You just have Asperger's syndrome." Like, oh, and I didn't know what that meant at the time. I mean, I didn't really understand what that would mean until I had to be in more social settings, like growing up in school like that. Very cliquey stuff, you know what I mean? Where you kind of have to have these social connections.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you have to work through it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Next question. Drew, why do you sometimes have the urge to suddenly move around or stem, as they call it?
Well, I do this stemming because I tend to daydream a lot, and everybody does once in a while, you know? But more specifically for me, I think of action movies and video games with a lot of violence. For instance, Super Smash Bros., which is my favorite game.
And he thinks that's violent. That should tell you everything you need to know about this guy right here.
And also Mortal Kombat. You know?
Oh, and there we go.
Yep. So that's why I stem. Right?
And Dwayne, how about you?
It's a way to deal with stress or to cope with stress. This can be either good stress or bad stress. Say I get like really excited about something, like if I'm watching an action movie or playing a game like Drew said, or say bad stress like dealing with college because I'm in college now and working through finals and stuff like that. It can be very, very stressful, but when you're at college, you can't STEM as much because it doesn't look socially acceptable. So some ways I actually sort of cope with it is I go to the gym like 3 times a week, or yeah, That's some. I have to have some sort of physical activity, like the beats.
Okay.
Okay, Dwayne, living with autism, is there something you wish your parents or your teachers would know about you or
Well, I mean, I work at my college to get my academic, resources for like people with disabilities, but I guess always making them sort of aware that they're so quick to put me under a specific label when they hear that I have autism. Like, oh, it's gonna be one of those things. Like, we'll tell him he'll get far, but we don't actually think he'll get far. It's kind of bittersweet. It's bitter because it does feel kind of disheartening at times that they feel like they got to do like an extra sort of, that they feel sorry for you. But it's sweet because so far I've been able to prove them wrong, and that's kind of a fun feeling, proving people wrong.
Yes, I get that feeling sometimes, And for me, I wish my my parents and the teachers would earlier realize that I take things very literally. I never knew that about myself, till I discovered I had autism,
Like, you ever seen, we don't own Marvel, but if you've ever seen Guardians of the Galaxy, one of the guys, Drax, takes things like no
Oh my
metaphors.
gosh.
That basically described us to a T, essentially.
Yep. Great movie, by the way.
Very good.
thank you guys for answering the questions. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to say I'm really proud of this guy right here. He's actually making his own content, which me, despite being a film major, is something I'm not doing right now, which I really should be doing. But I'm really proud of this guy right here, getting his message out there, what with his workout videos and playthroughs and everything like that. And I just want to say thank you so much. It's been an honor to be a little part of your channel, and whenever else you want to discuss something, just let me know, right?
And I'm proud of you for standing out there in front of everyone, just being yourself, revealing your autism. It's rare to have someone boldly stand up in front of people in general, and that kind of inspired me. I could be doing the same thing, but in YouTube.
Exactly. That's the plan.
Okay. Alright, anyway, thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. You'll be entertained. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Peace!